Hello everyone, my name is 庄子秀, and I'm the head of the Department of Foreign Languages and Literature at National China University. I currently teach contemporary French drama and novels, as well as the French language. I'm dedicated to helping students deeply understand the intricacies of French literary works, while also aiding them in improving their French language skills and grasping the essence of this beautiful language. Before we discuss gender stereotypes in detail, let's first look at how gender roles are portrayed in the movie High School Musical. This popular high school movie from 2006 serves as the basis for our department's upcoming graduation musical, The Youth Melody. In the past, people were less aware of gender stereotypes, and many aspects of life were influenced by them. Gender stereotypes were also prevalent in schools. In the movie, these stereotypes are shown in two distinct ways. Firstly, the male protagonist, Troy, is the captain of the basketball team, leading his all-male teammates to victory. Meanwhile, the female protagonist, Gabriella, is a math genius who joins an academic competition team, which mostly consists of female members. It's evident that boys are often expected to take part in physical activities or team sports, while girls are typically encouraged to pursue softer activities such as academic work or artistic endeavors. Such stereotypes restrict students from exploring and developing a range of interests freely. Secondly, the roles of the teachers also reflect gender stereotypes in society. In the movie, the male basketball coach is tough and bossy, while the female drama teacher is strict but gentler. Gender stereotypes often expect boys to demonstrate traits like physical strength, assertiveness, independence, emotional restraint, and leadership. Society often encourages boys to be competitive, confident, and goal-oriented, while discouraging vulnerability or sensitivity, since these are considered traits that are less associated with masculinity. On the other hand, girls are often expected to be emotionally expressive, accommodating, and to excel in caregiving roles and interpersonal relationships. To address the gender stereotypes in the original movie, the director and scriptwriters of our graduation performance made adjustments to the character roles in our musical, The Youth Melody. First, the most significant difference between the movie and the musical performance is the character settings. In the musical, girls can be basketball players and boys can excel academically. The roles of the male and female protagonists are swapped, showcasing a broader perspective on gender roles. Additionally, in today's society, acceptance of gender diversity is increasing, and gender is no longer judged solely by appearance. One of the characters in our graduation performance embodies this concept by transcending traditional male-female binaries, embracing their true self, and becoming who they want to be. Our production team aims to present an exciting musical that highlights modern awareness of gender diversity. Gender stereotypes still affect university students. Male students are often expected to be strong, confident, and natural leaders, which can lead them to choose fields like science, engineering, or management. In contrast, female students are often seen as gentle and empathetic, which may lead them to pursue social sciences or caregiving professions. These stereotypes affect not just the students' academic choices, but also their social behavior. For instance, Men might avoid showing their emotions, while women may hold back their opinions in public to avoid seeming too assertive. These gender stereotypes limit their freedom to explore and develop their personal potential. Although some students have begun to challenge these conventional views, stereotypes still significantly shape their self-perception and interpersonal relationships in many aspects. Our society has made substantial progress in addressing and challenging gender stereotypes in recent years. A major change is the gradual shift away from traditional gender roles in the household. Traditionally, women were expected to manage domestic duties, while men were seen as the primary providers. However, as more women enter the workforce and more men assume caregiving roles, these outdated expectations are being redefined. As a result, many families now share responsibilities such as child care, cooking, and cleaning, indicating a shift towards more equitable partnerships. This change is also visible in the workplace, where traditionally male-dominated fields like engineering and technology are seeing an increase in female participation. In the workplace, efforts to promote gender diversity have led companies to implement policies that support women's advancement, such as flexible work hours and parental leave for both mothers and fathers. These changes help challenge the stereotype that men are the default leaders or decision makers in professional environments. Media representation plays a crucial role in shaping public perceptions of gender. In the past, men and women were often portrayed in narrow and stereotypical ways. Women as nurturing and passive, men as strong and unemotional. However, recent media portrayals are becoming more nuanced, highlighting characters that break free from these limitations. For instance, television shows and films now frequently feature women in leadership roles, such as CEOs, scientists, and political figures. These portrayals challenge the stereotype that women are only suited for supportive or secondary roles. Conversely, male characters are being portrayed with greater emotional depth, displaying vulnerability, compassion, and an ability to express their feelings, breaking the stereotype that men must always be tough and stoic. Despite the progress made, achieving a fully equal and stereotype-free society remains difficult. Cultural attitudes still associate leadership with masculinity, which can hinder women's recognition as leaders. Additionally, men who take on non-traditional roles or display traits deemed feminine, like staying home or care for children, may face social stigma or discrimination. People who don't fit traditional gender roles or who identify as neither male or female face challenges in a society that largely sees gender as just male or female. They often struggle to be accepted in work or social settings that are slow to recognize identities beyond these two categories. However, increasing awareness and support for gender diversity are gradually changing this view. While we have made progress in understanding identity and equality, there's still more to do. We need to keep working to overcome remaining biases and build a world where everyone can define themselves beyond traditional gender roles. The movie High School Musical serves as a valuable case study for breaking down gender stereotypes and addressing gender inequality. The film initially portrays traditional gender roles with male characters like Troy, excelling in sports and leadership, while female characters like Gabriella are shown as academically gifted and involved in softer pursuits. These stereotypes reinforce limiting societal expectations, restricting individuals' freedom to explore diverse interests and roles. By challenging these norms, the upcoming graduation musical adaptation, The Youth Melody, offers a progressive perspective. It reimagines characters in roles that defy traditional gender expectations, thereby promoting a more inclusive and equitable view of gender roles. This shift reflects current attitudes toward gender diversity and highlights the growing acceptance of gender fluidity as characters begin to embody non-binary identities. It marks a broader societal trend of breaking away from fixed gender stereotypes, moving beyond rigid binary definitions and embracing a more nuanced view of identity. As we engage with media, it's important to recognize and challenge outdated stereotypes, advocate for more diverse representation, and support efforts to build a society where people are free to define their roles and potential beyond traditional gender norms. And that's it for our introduction. Thank you very much for listening.